Hey everybody, Bill Faeth here from Limo University with our daily Q&A. This question comes from Mike in Miami, who's got a 13-car fleet. And Mike's got a great question because he is going in for a meeting with a large corporate customer, and this is the first time that he will have had this meeting. Mike wants to know, what should he present on? Should he focus on vehicles, in-car experience, rates? Well, Mike, you shouldn't really focus on any of those. Sure, rate's important, your vehicles are important, the in-car experience is important, but let me tell you where I see a lot of the limousine companies not taking advantage of understanding what your buyer's needs. As this is truly a large corporate client, you're probably going to be dealing with a procurement manager, a travel manager, or somebody in the C-suite that is really going to be focused on logistics management, communication, and most importantly, quality control. So you even go through the top 100 websites or top 10 or 15 operators in the country, you don't see a lot of information focused on that. So how are you going to communicate with them? You know, can they text message you? How are you going to update the trip statuses? Do you have an app that's going to provide that to the travel manager or the booker so she can track the travelers, or her boss is the CEO or the sales executives? How are they going to give you manifest? Do you have automatic upload for group travel, into your operating system, or do they have to email them to you via Excel? What is your ride receipt, type of procedures? And most importantly, what I look at is, do I have to call your company, call your 800 number or your local number and talk to a dispatcher every time that I have a question about my account or need to make a reservation? Or are you going to assign me a dedicated account representative? Which, a little tip, could just be your best CSR inside of your office. You don't have to have an account manager for every single account. So really focus on what your buyer is looking for. And in most cases on the large travel management and corporate accounts, they want to focus on logistics, communication that makes it easy for them. So give them all the opportunities to be able to choose from. And then most importantly, your quality control, which does tie into your question about in-car experience, but it's also the out-of-car experience. How fast are you getting confirmations, ride receipts over to the booker, over to the passenger if they need to submit them for expense reports, but also how are you handling deviations, and how are you potentially heading off potential issues ahead of time, what I call the anticipation factor. If you can line those things out for this company, I think you'll have a much better chance of closing them. Thanks very much for your question, Mike. I look forward to giving these Q&As to you guys a couple of times a week. Leave me a comment on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Limo University, or you can email me at bill@limogrowth.com.